Welcome back. The next assignment is how do people know you're out there? So you've already got your 5-year plan, you've got a mission, you've got a vision. How are you going to let people know that you exist? Let me pause for a second and remind you that if you're married, make sure you've got your spouse on board 100% and behind you with what you're doing here. You're going to put a lot of effort, you're going to put a lot of energy into starting this business. That's normal. But you want to make sure your spouse is on board. And I've said this in previous videos and I'll say it again. Entrepreneurs tend to be a little bit crazy. I've told my classes that before. We're a little bit, out there. And a lot of us that are married, we need a spouse that's going to kind of bring us back down to reality. So if you're got these ideas, I'm going to do this, we're going to do that, and your spouse goes, I'm not seeing it, don't be offended. They're bringing you back to reality. You need those checks and balances in your relationships to be able to keep you real. I mean, who knows? They could probably save you money from you're out here thinking of all these things that cost a lot of money. They're bringing you down to reality to maybe save you that money. You need to use that to your advantage. Your spouse is on board with you and they will take this journey with you, but you have to make sure to listen to them. That being said, how do people know you exist? Well, of course, you're going to put a lot of energy into it. You're going to, obviously, social media. Now, a lot of people that are younger than my generation are experts at it. So if you're younger than my generation, by all means, dive into it. Start Facebook groups, start Instagram postings, letting people know what you're doing. And if you're selling things, you want to make sure to post, we just got this in. I'm excited about it. Or we're looking forward to getting this in. I have this new, if you're a car salesman, car. This car just came in. She's a beauty. And the cost is X amount of dollars. So a lot of that will create some interest. And if you're regular on social media, make sure you do a post every week. Make sure people know that you're out there. Now, what about local? You must, I see this as a must, be involved in local networking groups. There's BNI, there's the Chamber of Commerce, there's other types of networking groups that come together. There's Rotary. All of these groups, they refer business to each other. So that's great. Plus, you get remembered. People will get to know you and they'll get to know your passion for your business and they'll get excited about what you're doing in your business too. Give you an example. There's a guy in town. His store is probably about the size of your master bedroom closet. Little teeny soup shop. And it's down in the basement here in town, but he is a gourmet chef and he makes the most delicious soup. I cannot believe how good this soup is. And so the idea is he's networking with people. He's putting signs out, letting people know that he exists. And he's giving people little samples if you come into of the different soups that he's offering that day. He's growing. And last time I was there, he had a line out his door down the hall. So he's getting noticed. And why is he getting noticed? It's people are referring him. He's also has a social media presence. Those two things are working for him. And he's just a little teeny soup shop. But he is growing. That is happening. People know that he exists. And people know that his soups are actually good. He has high quality soup. It's just soup, but it's good soup. That being said, let's get on. So people are starting to know that he exists. Now, how will people know that you exist? They need to know you. They need to know your passion. They need to know your desire. But if you're going to attend a networking group, attend every single time. It's not a place to get sales. Let me make that clear. A networking group is not a place to get sales. It's a place to be remembered. So when you attend every time they meet, usually it's weekly, so let's say you attend every single week, you will be remembered. If you don't, if you start scheduling different jobs or different whatever in that time slot and you don't attend that often, you're going to be forgotten. So the idea is you need to be remembered. Also, like for me, it was the Chamber of Commerce. I attended every week their networking event. I also made sure to get involved as many events as I could. I get referrals from people. I made my best friends from people. I made some lifelong friends from working alongside other businesses, putting together an event, volunteer. But I also got a lot of business from that. People got to know me. People got to know me for who I am. Also, they know me for what I do. And so with that was probably the most profitable type of marketing that I've ever done when I was in business. So I invite you to actually I would challenge you to be involved in as many networking events as you can put in, but also understand it's going to take about a year to really be remembered and to really be a vital part of whatever group you're in. And you will start getting referrals, and those referrals will start matriculating into business, actual business for you. And make sure that you're referring other people too. That's the idea. That's the beauty of business, and that's what makes business fun. So make sure whatever you can do is to let people know that you exist. Talk to you next time.